Before I went out, she stopped me and said, when I got home, she'd be gone. I said, yeah, right, I've heard it before, a new verse to that same old song. But when I got home, the house was all dark, the quiet chilled me to the bone. Now I'm sitting in the kitchen, losing my mind, learning how to be alone. I went from empty bottles to empty promises to sleeping in an empty bed. Tossing and turning, constantly yearning to unsay all those things I said. We had love to die for, now I'm barely alive, paying for the life that I've lived. I went from empty bottles to empty promises to sleeping in an empty bed. When we first met, the beer flowed like wine, and good times were had by all. And 6 years later, and everybody's saying, son, you're heading for a fall. As I sit here alone, the words ringing true, the bottle has put out our flame. The saddest part of all, the hardest part to take, is I'm the only one to blame. I went from empty bottles to empty promises to sleeping in an empty bed. Tossing and turning, constantly yearning to unsay all those things I said. We had love to die for, now I'm barely alive, paying for the life that I've lived. I went from empty bottles to empty promises to sleeping in an empty bed. As the morning sun breaks through the window, fills this room full of light. I sit here alone, staring in the mirror, sadly looking at the sight of a man who's lost the best thing he had and has nothing else left to lose. This good time Charlie has ended the party, is feeling the pain of the blues. I went from empty bottles to empty promises to sleeping in an empty bed. Tossing and turning, constantly yearning to unsay all those things I said. We had love to die for, now I'm barely alive, paying for the life that I've lived. I went from empty bottles to empty promises to sleeping in an empty bed. I went from empty bottles to empty promises to sleeping in an empty bed. Sleeping in an empty bed.